Many people picture Alaska as an endless monochromatic expanse, a frozen void where the environment is hostile to life and the temperatures remain permanently fixed at 40 below. But the physical reality of the state is much larger. This map shows Alaska superimposed over the lower 48. It swallowed Texas, California, and Montana, covering 1.7 million square kilometers. Across a territory of this scale, you find a mosaic of distinct environments. Coastal rainforests sit within a few hundred miles of smoking volcanoes, deep ocean fjords, and the frozen tundra of the interior. To understand how life actually functions here, we have to look past standard geographical borders. We should instead organize this frontier by its vibrant color spectrum. Alaska's extreme northwestern corner serves as a vivid biological canvas, where 1.7 million square kilometers of pristine land support a variety of life found nowhere else on the continent. The spectrum begins with the electric blues found in the over 100,000 glaciers that cover 5% of the state's surface. This color is a product of physics. As snow accumulates over thousands of years, its weight creates immense pressure, squeezing out trapped air bubbles until the snow transforms into a dense, solid block of ice. That density changes how the ice interacts with the sun. It absorbs every other wavelength of light, reflecting only deep, radiant blue back to the surface. Beneath the surface of the Mendenhall Glacier, meltwater carves out crystalline ice caves. These hollows reveal the ancient, compressed structure of the glacier, illuminated by an otherworldly blue glow. These blue glaciers move up to a foot every single day. They act as slow-motion geological engines, physically grinding rock and carving new valleys into the landscape as they advance toward the sea. In the southeastern panhandle, the blue ice gives way to the emerald greens of the Tongass National Forest. This map shows a green corridor across coastal islands and fjords. At 17 million acres, it's Earth's largest intact temperate rainforest. Constant rain and Sitka spruce canopies help this prehistoric ecosystem thrive since the Ice Age, creating a self-regulating world of moss and cedar. Megafauna dominate this lush environment. Massive brown bears, for example, some weighing over 1,300 pounds, govern the salmon-rich streams, standing in the rushing water to catch fish jumping upstream. This massive, untouched stretch of land allows thousands of individual species to thrive for millennia, showing how a vast geographical corridor can sustain itself when humans remain respectful visitors. The landscape also produces striking turquoises. This happens because moving glaciers grind rock into a fine powder called glacial flour, which stays suspended in the meltwater and turns the rivers opaque. These turquoise waters, like the Kenai River, serve as the primary migration routes for massive 70-pound king salmon. These fish swim hundreds of miles upstream to spawn, feeding both the forest and its predators along the way. In the center of the state, the brief summer sun turns the tundra gold. Under the midnight sun, the 20,000-foot peak of Mount Denali towers over an interior where caribou and wolves roam without fences or roads. Human cultures have also adapted to this palette. Native peoples have lived here for 15,000 years, while later outposts like Sitka still feature Russian architectural heritage, like the green, onion-shaped domes of St. Michael's Cathedral. Human history in Alaska is a record of people weaving their lives into a pre-existing natural tapestry. The culture here is defined by adaptation to the land, rather than an attempt to pave over it. This historic map reveals how these environments merge into an interconnected system across thousands of miles of wilderness. Looking at the central landmass, there are very few roads or towns. Over 60% of Alaska remains roadless, functioning by the same millennia-old rules. Much of the modern world has been tamed and compartmentalized to make room for infrastructure. But here, environmental extremes do not stop life from thriving. The cold, the rain, and the scale of the mountains have forged some of the most resilient biological networks on the planet. This wilderness stands as a raw reminder of the Earth's power. It is a place that invites humanity to act with humility, moving through the landscape as awestruck visitors to a world that remains entirely wild.
If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join our community of explorers. Tap the bell so you never miss a hidden gem. And before you go, what is the most breathtaking place you visited that nobody else seems to know about? Let me know in the comments below.